Hello dear children, in this class I am going to continue with the same lesson, that is kinds of sentences from lesson number 21. Today whatever I am going to explain is not given in your book, but you need to know before moving on to the exercise part. This explanation will help you to do the exercises by yourself. However, you don't have to worry, I will be solving the exercises also. So, before doing the exercises, let's see what are the contents that you need to know before solving them. So, let's get started. Today, we will be dealing with the following topics, that is number 1, list of helping verbs. Number 2, use of do, does and did in negative and positive sentence. Number 3, difference between positive and negative. And number 4, how to change assertive sentence into interrogative sentence and negative sentence. We will be learning about these 4 points which will help you to do the exercise in a better way. Understood? So, number 1, list of helping verbs. Now, I think I have already told you that last year that there are 23 helping verbs, right? And there is one helping verb which is used both as helping and main verbs, but the main helping verbs are 23 in number. So, how will you remember these 23 helping verb? One of the easiest way to remember the list of helping verbs is, see what I have written. Chet B. Swim is 23 years old. Chet B. Swim is a name of a person. Okay, that person is an imaginary person. He is not in a real life, but he is an imaginary person and he is 23 years old. And with the help of his name, we will study all the 23 helping verbs. What is his name? Chet B. Swim. Chet is his first name, B middle name and Swim is his surname. And how old is he? 23 years old. So, from Chet B. Swim, we will learn the list of 23 helping verbs. If somebody asks you how many helping verbs are there, then you just remember this point. Chet B. Swim is 23 years old. That means 23 helping verbs. This is the sentence that you have to keep it in your mind so that you will remember always that the list of helping verbs are 23 in numbers. Now you see how we will learn from the name of Chet B. Swim all the helping verbs. Number 1, see. C is for can, could. H for have, has, had. A for am or are. D for do, does, did. B for be, been, been. S for shall, should. W for will, would, was, were. I for is and am for may, might, must. So, how many are they in number? 23. So, how old is Chet B. Swim? He is 23 years old. So, we have 23 helping verbs. We can memorize these helping verbs with the help of the name of this person. Who is that person? Chat B Swim, and he is an imaginary person. He is not in real life. We are just imagining that there is a person, Chat B Swim. Okay. Then exception, ought. Ought is used both as a helping verbs and main verbs. Understood? So that's why we are not including ought in the list of 23 helping verbs, because sometimes it is used as helping verb, sometimes it is used as main verbs also. So what is the easiest way to remember the list of helping verb? You have to remember that line. What is that line? Chat B Swim is 23 years old. Now from Chat B Swim we learn all the helping verbs, and 23 years old means here the list of helping verbs are 23. Do not forget this. If you remember this line, you will never forget the list of helping verbs for your whole life. Understood? Now number 2, use of do, does and did in negative and positive sentence. Now you see when to use do and does, and do not and does not. Do and does is used with present tense. Okay, do and does is used with present tense. Number 2, do is used with I, you, they and we. Remember, do is used with I, you, they and we. And number 3, does is used with he, she and it. And did not is used with past tense, and did is used with I, he, she, they and we. Remember, do and does is used with present tense, did is used with past tense, and do is used with I, you, they, we. Does is used with he, she, it. You have to memorize these points. Okay. Now number 3, difference between positive and negative. Now what is a positive sentence? Positive sentence is positive by nature, where we do not have no, not, nothing, never and nobody. These 5 words are not present in the sentence. For example, we are building a sand castle. We don't have such words like no, not, nothing, never and nobody. Okay, in positive sentence we will not use these words. And in negative sentence, it is negative by nature. How we know it? We know when we look at the sentence and we see that no, not, nothing, never and nobody are present in the sentence. For example, we are not building a sand castle. Okay. In positive sentence, you don't have any no, not, nothing, never and nobody. And in negative sentence, you have exactly those 5 words to make it negative. Did you understand? Alright. Now, number 4, converting assertive to negative sentence and interrogative sentence. First, we will see assertive to negative. Number 1, you see, Dhoni is a great player. This is a positive sentence. Dhoni is a great player is a positive sentence. How will you make negative sentence? To make negative sentence, what you need? No, not, nothing, never, nobody. Right. So, what we are adding to make it negative sentence? Dhoni is not a great player. Okay. Now number 2, the sandwich was tasty. Now again what we are adding? not to make it negative. The sandwich was not tasty. Number 3, I can climb the stairs. What will be the answer? I cannot climb these stairs. What we have used here? Not. What we have used here? Not. Now, number 4, little bit different. He plays cricket. Right. He plays cricket till number 3. Point number 1, number 2 and number 3. Dhoni is a great player. Is a helping verb. In number 2, sandwich. The sandwich was tasty. Was is a helping verb. And number 3, I can climb the stairs. Can is a helping verb. In number 1 we have is, in number 2 we have was, and in number 3 we have can as a helping verb. See here, helping verbs, C for can, okay, then W for was we have, and I for is. These are all helping verbs, right? Now, whenever we are changing from positive sentence to negative sentence, we are going to use not or no after helping verb. After helping verb. Dhoni is a great player. Is a helping verb, and after helping verb we are using not. Okay. Number 2, the sandwich was tasty. Was is a helping verb, and after was we are using not. After helping verb we are using not. Number 3, I can climb the stairs. Can is a helping verb, and we are using not after helping verb. What is the helping verb? Can. Now in number 4, he plays cricket. We don't have any helping verbs here. He is a subject. Plays is a main verb, not helping verb. Cricket is an object. Okay, now what shall we do? He plays cricket. I have told you that after helping verb you will use no or not. But in question number 4, we don't have any helping verb. Plays is not a helping verb, it is a main verb. So what will you do? We have used does. He does not play cricket. Why we have used does? Do you remember? See the page number 3. Here does is used with he, she and it. In the column of do and does, point number 3, does is used with he, she and it. Now, in point number 4, we have he. With he, we are going to use does. Like I have said in page number 3, does is used with he. He does. Okay, then we are supposed to make negative sentence. So we need no or not, right? He does not play cricket. Now why play in the answer and in question we have plays? Whenever we use does while changing into negative or interrogative sentence, if we are supposed to use does, then S will be removed from the main verb. I have explained this in class 3. I remember it very clearly. Whenever you will use does, then S will be removed from the main verb. In question it is he plays cricket. Okay, and we don't have any helping verb. So in the answer we are using does, because does is used with he and she and it. So he is here, he does. We need to make it negative, that's why not. he does not play. Okay, here S we have used to make does, so one S can be present only at one place. So these plays will change into play. He does not play cricket. Understood? Now number 5, it rained yesterday. It rained yesterday. Now answer I have used, it did not rain yesterday. You see, rained is in past tense. Rained is in past tense. Let's move on to the previous page. You see, did is used with past tense and did is used with I, he, she, they and we, and it is used with it also. So it rained yesterday. Now rained is past tense, so here did will come. The sentence in it rained yesterday, we don't have any helping verb, so we have to see whether the main verb falls into which category, whether it is past tense or present tense. Number 4, plays is present tense, that's why we have used does. Now number 5, rained is in past tense, so that's why we are using did. Okay, it did not, we have to make it negative, that's why we are using not. It did not rain. Now rained will be changed into rain, because for rained you have used did already. Okay, that RAINED, the D you have given to did, DID. Now you will not write it did not rained. If you will write this kind of sentence, then sentence will be incorrect. Okay, for rain, from the word rained you understood that you have to use did, right? From the word plays you understood that we have to use does. So when you will use the main verb after using does or did, then the tense will be changed. Okay, now in question number 4, plays will be changed into play, and in question number 5, rained will change into rain. Don't forget. Now number 6, I like to eat noodles. I like to eat noodles. Now here also we don't have any helping verb. Neither we have likes, likes, nor we have liked, liked. If it would have been liked, then we would have used did. If it would have been likes, we would have used does. But we don't have any s or ed with the main verb. What is the main verb? Like. So if there is no s or if there is no ed, then we will use do. I do not like to eat noodles. Understood? If in the main verb you have s, you are going to use does. If in the main verb you don't have s, you are going to use do. If your main verb is in past tense, you are going to use did. I will give you some exercises for practice in the next class, which will help you to make your concept clear. Okay. Number 5, converting assertive to negative and interrogative sentence. So in the previous page I have explained assertive to negative. In the next page I will explain assertive to interrogative. This is also very simple. Okay. Now you see on the right hand side, assertive to interrogative, I have given 2 rules. Number 1 is change the position of helping verb. It should be in the beginning of the sentence, and Rule number 2, if there is no helping verb in the sentence, change it by using do, did or does. Same as negative sentence, but here you have to make interrogative sentence, but the procedure is similar. How to use helping verbs and what to do if there is no helping verbs. Okay, number 1, again the same example. Dhoni is a great player. What is rule number 1? Change the position of helping verb. Dhoni is a good player. You have to change the position of helping verb. What is the helping verb here? Is. Is Dhoni a great player? Everything is same, no change. We are not adding any extra word also. Is Dhoni a great player? We have brought is, the helping verb, in the first place, and Dhoni a great player, question mark. Don't forget to give question mark in interrogative sentence. Number 2, the sandwich was tasty. Again, here also you have to change the position of the helping verb, that is was. Was the sandwich tasty? Okay, what we have done? We have brought the helping verb in the first place, in the beginning of the sentence. Okay. Then we have question number 3. I can climb the stairs. Again, can is a helping verb, so can will go to the first place. Can I climb the stairs? Okay. Now again 4, 5, 6. What is rule number 2? If there is no helping verb in the sentence, change it by using do, did and does. Okay. He plays cricket. Now we don't have any helping verbs here. Do we? No. So with he, what we are going to use? Does. Does he play cricket? Now S we have already given to does from plays. So play will be alone in the second sentence. Don't write S. After writing does, don't add S with the main verb. Does is the helping verb, right? So when you are using does in the main verb, there will not be any S. It rained yesterday. Did it rain yesterday? Rained. Because there is rained, we are using did. Okay, and then rained will change to rain. Remember that when you are using past tense like did in the sentence, your main verb will be in present tense, RAIN, without S. Number 6, I like to eat noodles. Okay, now like we have without S and without ED. If there is no S and if there is no ED, then we are going to use do. Do I like to eat noodles? Okay. Now, hope you have understood. Listen to this video again and again so that in the next class we will be able to do the exercises very carefully. So now I am going to close the lesson. Thank you.